The shit feels so inspirational, nigga. Something to make you get off your motherfucking ass and change.
Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back to Couch Conversations with Tia, and I'm your host, Tia. Today, I have a very special guest that I'm excited to introduce to you. His name is Anthony Walton Sr. He is a new up-and-coming artist in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and I am happy to have him here today in the studio. So let's get to know him. Come on out there. So we're going to start, and I just want you to let everyone know a little bit about yourself and how you got into the music industry.
Okay. I've been doing music since I was about 9. I always had a love for music since young, listening to old school, listening to 70s music, 80s music, and 90s music, and just the message and the appreciation for love that they brought was very helpful and helped me grow in a very positive way.
Nice. So who would you say some of your influences were?
I'm going to say Twister for his rhyme scheme, Eminem for his rhyme scheme. I would say Young Dro. I like the Young Dro for his rhyme scheme.
Okay.
I like the Nas for his wordplay and the message that he put in his music. I like different various artists, and I still like new artists as well. But I love music more that has a message with it.
I agree with that. I'm not very much a rap listener,
Right.
but I do take the time sometimes to listen to some great artists from back in the day. Tupac was one of my favorites,
Right.
and I really like Kevin Gates.
Okay.
Those are probably the only two rappers I really like to listen to. And I dibble and dabble every now and again. I got the opportunity to listen to 2 of your songs, and one of them, I must say, I was not a fan of when I first heard it.
Right.
And it's because I didn't really understand exactly what you meant, but you sent me the lyrics, and it made me have a whole different view of your music in both songs. I really like Materialism, though. I really like that.
I definitely appreciate it.
You know, and I took the time to go through and really decipher your lyrics.
Okay.
So why you're here today is to actually answer some questions I have about them and let everyone else know what your lyrics mean to you and what they mean for this world.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep,
You
definitely.
ready for that?
I'm definitely ready.
All right, and I am going to put him on the spot a little bit, so everybody just bear with us because he's seeming a little nervous now, and that's all right. Just loosen up a little bit. We're just having a conversation here.
Right.
All right? We may not be on my couch, but we still in chairs talking as 2 individuals about
Right.
business.
Okay.
Okay? All right, so what I really loved about your music was that you're conscious in your music. And you don't hear that a lot these days. You got dance music and people who want to shake their butt and stuff like that.
Right.
I'm not a fan of that music. And when you first reached out to me, what you said to me was, I'm a different artist and I'm a different type of rapper.
Right.
And I was like, okay, let me look into what he's talking about. And I did, and I was very pleased, and we are sitting here.
Right.
So one of your lyrics was, came from the dark to the light, back to the dark by night. What was your binary concept of light and dark?
Good and bad, pretty much.
I am very happy you said that. You want to see something?
Right.
It's like I'm psychic.
Right. Definitely.
So with that, do you think that living in this system, black is bad and white is good in the world that we live in, who do you think makes that definition?
I definitely think it's control, and we made to think certain things about ourselves and other cultures, and it all is to create hate.
Okay, so being that you're an artist, you can change the world, and with your words, you can mean whatever you want them to mean.
Right.
So you could have used white is bad and black is good, being that one, you are a black man, right?
Right.
So now we come to the part, because I knew he was going to answer that, for us to play Spotlight Rap Spice. So what you have to do is freestyle a line using dark is good and light is bad.
Okay.
So any line that you can think of, just freestyle using the word dark is good and light is bad.
Okay, so pretty much in the song I said, I'm just trying to change for the better. Can't do the same shit forever. Gotta stay strong, cannot let them wanna see me dead or a seller. I'm just trying to elevate and meditate, looking for a better way and better day. Show them how love could be everything, and how fear can make you hesitate. And that right there is just good and bad. Like bad things, they kind of tend to bring that fear. So just altering that fear and deciphering that fear and going for what you want, you're gonna get it.
Okay. So next time, make sure that living in this black and white world, you want to make sure that we don't always look at dark as being negative, because if you think about it, when you put a seed in a hole, you put it in the dark, but it still grows.
Right.
A baby in a mother's womb is in the dark, but it comes out into the light. Right? But it's still these beautiful things that we grow in darkness. Right? And everybody has that same, opinion about dark and light being good and bad. So I'm happy that you said that, because while we're here is to also get everyone else to understand that, those things can be flipped, right? Okay, so after this song, then we'll go and take a break, and then you can get some water, okay?
For sure.
All right, so the next line is, done seen a lot, but it ain't shaking me. Went through the storm, now I'm extra clean. So when I thought about this line, I really thought about spiritual values, and you have some, and I really appreciated that line. So are you talking about your spirit? And if you are, in what ways do you get clean, and how do you clean your spirit?
Ways that I clean my spirit is I just reflect. I always reflect on any situation, how I could have did better, or if I could have said anything better. I'm a big overthinker, and I always try to make sure that I'm doing my best and I'm living what I feel in my soul.
Okay, nice. I appreciate that line. A lot of times you don't really hear individuals speak about their spirituality or religious or whatever religion they are. You don't really hear about that because people are too nervous or scared to actually put it out there.
Right.
So to even have individuals think about that and really think about what spirituality means to them, it's very important. The last line that I got from this song that I really liked was, I done seen God in the mirror, turned into dog by the night. I done did things I'm ashamed. I done did things for the pain. I done did things for some change. But I changed to elevate my brain. I'm just trying to change for the better. I can't do the same shit forever. That was very positive and a very uplifting message. And for you to understand and for you to see the things that you aren't okay with within yourself, I think that that's honorable. And I think that you should be very proud of that. That is very good. And based on your lyrics, you made choices for pain. But what was the turning point in making those changes for you?
Just not being whole within myself and starting to understand the deeper roots to the problems that most people have, and the reason that people are into it, or people go through the things that we go through, just from the way we've been trained to think.
All right, now you heard it from him yourself. We're going to go ahead and take a 5-minute break, and we'll be right back. So I am God's Butterfly, and we are going to fly right back. The Couch Conversations with Tia. We are flying back in and ready to get started. We just finished on Dark to Light. That was his first song that we discussed and his lyrics, and he did a wonderful job explaining what those lyrics mean and how he formed his life in music and his influences. So now we're moving on to his song called Materialism, and I really like this song, you guys. There are some amazing lyrics that I'm going to share with you here, and let's just hear the background of the title of that song.
Just the background of the title of the song.
Like, how did you name?
I just named it pretty much just because I feel like that's a big point as far as the hate that goes on in today's society, as far as from phones, from clothes, to shoes, to cars, to how much money you have. when really I feel like it should just be about the person and who they are.
That's good. So let's get into it. First lyric. I have seen people degrade for material. If you ain't got on these brands, they belittle you. Not understanding it's the inner, not the outer you feeling lonely. So to me, it was commenting on capitalism. And what do you place your value on inside of a capitalist system?
It's set up in a pyramid, and they say it's crab in the bucket mentality for pretty much everybody, a lot of people, and we have to unchain ourselves from those ways and learn what really matters, which is ourselves and everyone in this world, because we share a world with everybody. So we should respect others as we want to be respected.
I agree. So with that being said, moving on from understanding your place in this world and knowing what you really have value in, this next line: plenty of scars from harsh words, no understanding, a lot of damage from fake love, showing no acceptance. So many kids have cried alone trying to gain acceptance. Cause this world can be so cruel, so many infected. I just wish we wasn't focused on what people wearing. We forget to cherish soul and gain some understanding. That showed major vulnerability. Like it was just like you're stating your emotions in this world, and you can explain your vulnerability within these lyrics. So how do your emotions play a part in coming to articulate that vulnerability?
I think vulnerability is the best point to find yourself, and the less that we be unvulnerable, or the more that we're unvulnerable, we are more capable of losing ourselves. And just pretty much with that part of the song, I just seen a lot of people hate for no reasons that really didn't matter, and they really didn't take the time to even go get to know the person beneath the clothing or beneath what the person had. It's kind of like a validation for people, and it kind of made us have pride just in the wrong things.
Agreed. So do you think that plays a part in men accepting certain feelings that they have? Because you don't really hear a lot of men even claim the word vulnerability or being vulnerable. You know, everything is so hard and rough, and I'm tough. But to actually state, yes, it is okay to be vulnerable in what I'm saying.
Right.
Do you feel that plays a part in how you portray your music? Like, you're set aside from the norm?
Definitely, because I feel like that a lot of people are scared to show that vulnerability, and they are okay with following trends and wanting to be idolized for things that either put you in jail or in the ground.
Well, if you're not vulnerable, there's some kind of concern in the world that should have you being vulnerable to somebody or to something. So I appreciate you sharing that with me.
Definitely.
All right, so the last lyric that we're going to go over and discuss is my favorite. Okay? I really love this lyric. I love poetry.
Let's see which one this is.
I love poetry, so this really spoke to me, okay? So the lyrics go like this. I had to read it a few times because it's rap. So it's not written how you would find in like a book, right?
Right.
It's like slang and, you know, just the way we talk. And I really like that, you know? So I read it a couple times, and here is how I'm going to read it. So let me know if I did this right, okay?
Okay.
What the world telling you about what you should be. It's lies designed to keep us unchained, to keep us chained by the mind, wasting time not realizing that it's war outside don't want us to survive. It's time to decide whether we want to live a lie or aim for the sky. That was very poetic.
I definitely appreciate it. And,
It really was.
And that was one of my favorite bars as well, just because I want people to have faith in positivity and faith in love. and understand that it could drag them out of anything they going through, and not to let the fear of being vulnerable stop them from achieving the happiness that they need.
Okay. So as a black man, how do you cultivate your liberation or freedom once you realize you were living in a system of lies?
Change myself, change how I treat people, how I speak with people, and also trying to work on myself always, because I never believed that I could be perfect, but I believe in working at yourself. There's always room for growth, and growing, you'll be able to accomplish many things.
All right, with that being said, the final question I will ask that has nothing to do with your lyrics here, but it does have to do with your influence on your music is, what changes have you made in your life that made the most influence on your music to make the best of your music?
I would say it was my kids being born and my dad passing away. Kind of opened up my mind to just life is short, and we tend to let time, and we don't know how much time we have here, and we tend to let time slip away from our loved ones when that's what really matters. And I think that's just very important, and that's one of the things that a lot of us didn't have growing up, and that we need to bring to the new generation for the new generation to grow.
You heard it best, and I really like that. All right, so you missed the first one, but we on to this one. Spotlight Rap Spice, okay? You got time to redeem yourself.
Right.
And I need to make sure you ain't got no ghostwriter. I want to hear from you. The people want to know, is it you? Okay?
Oh, it's definitely me.
So, you got right here, less than 20 seconds to just spit a random bar. You got to freestyle.
Got to freestyle. I definitely don't freestyle, because when you speak and you freestyle, it's kind of coming from your subconscious rather than coming from your conscious. When you have a chance to write, you're able to bring your conscience more into the light. But here's something that I wrote that I feel that speak deep onto the dark and the light, and just what we need to do as people to grow.
Let's hear it.
If I ruled the world, we'd be supreme like the beginning. A lot of knowledge and wisdom, no more plotting and killing, no laws and no prisons. Had good houses to live in, no worries for nobody at all, not even children, no grumbling stomachs. No starving, no being heartless, more being selfless. So many motherfucking selfish respect for self in the next one. No more guns, family downside when you wet one. No selling souls for cash, that ain't where happiness lie. If you think it is, then your mind telling your lies. How something man-made replace the love you missing inside. Do anything to get attention, take your soul through the fire.
Nice. Spitting fire. If I had them horns, I was like, that was really not right. All right, everyone. I really appreciate you watching tonight's show. And here again, Anthony Walton Sr. Make sure you go follow him on Facebook, YouTube. I'll make sure that I put those below. So make sure you look below. Look below. And you will see it'll be an updated video either tonight or tomorrow. So make sure you just keep your eye out for those edits. I am God's Butterfly, and I am flying out.
I'm a young king.